All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. This is Brother Lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami, and what I'll be doing this lesson on today, I'll probably be titling it Perilous Times, okay, based off of an article of some recent news taking place here in Florida, specifically in Broward County, which is directly north of Miami-Dade County. Um, And I'll just read the headline, all right, from local10.com. It says, "What's going to happen when we need them? Broward Town will have no cops starting next month." All right, it says town's contract with BSO, which the BSO is Broward Sheriff Office, ends September 30th, but its own police department won't launch until next year. So basically, there's a particular town, which is Pembroke Park, the town of Pembroke Park in Broward County, that won't have an active police force, on duty police force, until next year. Okay. All right, it says Pembroke Park, Florida, come October 1st, there will be no police officers on duty in one Broward County town. That's because the town of Pembroke Park's contract with Broward Sheriff's Office expires at the end of the month, and its long delayed startup police department isn't supposed to be ready to launch in, which I believe what they mean is until February, and the town hasn't negotiated a backup deal. After the contract expires, residents who dial 911 may not get a law enforcement response for a while, if at all. Okay, if at all. All right. Why? Because that particular area won't have any on duty police officers, and the ones who do show up are going to be from different parts of Broward County. Okay, all right, they're not going to be directly from the area, so they got to drive through traffic, I-95 traffic, all different types of stuff going on, whatever in their own areas that they have to tend to, of course. Okay, all right, then they have to come to deal with something that's probably much further away from where they're normally stationed, man. Okay, so that automatically lets you know that a violence in that area is going to increase. Okay, it says by Florida law, as Broward County's primary law enforcement agency, BSO, which is Broward Sheriff's Office, deputies will still respond to calls, but they will no longer be based in the town and could be dispatched from any part of the unincorporated um, Broward County, so that they can come from anywhere. Okay, meaning a response could take significantly longer than normal. All right, Sheriff Gregory Tony said the move will put the town's residents in jeopardy. Okay, at a recent town commission meeting, the town attorney advised Pembroke Park Mayor Geoffrey Jacobs that the decision to cancel the contract without backup is dangerous, and you can best believe that it's dangerous, man. We're living in dangerous times, man. Okay, so what is this going to lead to? Lawlessness, man. And you see throughout the nation, man. I remember earlier this year, I want to say it was Seattle or somewhere up north, man. Okay, the police departments just straight up told people, "Hey, we not responding to calls, man. All right, we don't have enough officers on the force. All right, you got different police departments around the nation trying to recruit officers. The officers don't want to join the police department. Why? Because things are just crazy. People are getting more and more violent and crazy. All right, a lot of people just left the law enforcement field in general. Okay, because of the whole Jabberoonie, um, the Jabberwocky mandates. Okay, so they're understaffed. All right, and I want to say in Illinois, there are certain crimes that you could pretty much get away with. Just in a roundabout way, man. Okay, all right. So, hey, man, all those movies like the Purge, okay, that was all predictive programming, man. Esau knows exactly, what he's doing, man. All right. Matter of fact, I was speaking with, communicating with a particular brother, um, recently, probably about a month or so ago, and as we were communicating through the messaging apps and stuff like that, he said through the spirit, man, Esau is really just manufacturing a purge like scenario, man. Okay, with the price of living going up, all right, food shortages, all right, people are stressed out, energy bills going up, all right, violence is increasing. Okay, people are on edge now. With law enforcement, they're taking that away. Okay, trying to get rid of the police. All right, so people are on edge, and violence. That's the point. Violence and perilous times are coming, man. Okay, it's not just gonna be a movie that you just went to go to the theaters to go watch with your girlfriend. Okay, the scriptures say a perilous time shall come, man. Okay, all right. Matter of fact, let me get it. This is Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Okay, perilous times shall come. Which, when you go to the word perilous, it literally means savage. Okay,
Strong's G 5467. Khalipas. Khalipas.
all right. It means hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, harsh, fierce, savage, man. So situation like this happening, okay, in Broward County, you already know it's gonna be more troublesome. It's gonna be more violence in the street. Okay, more people gonna get more fierce and savage, man. Okay, all right. It says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth's breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away." So, all right, this is a description of how people will be in the last days. All right. So, what do you think is going to come from that? Violence, murder, okay? All right. Crime increasing. Okay. Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, man. Okay. That's why it's going to be savage times, because the people of the land, they don't have the Most High in their hearts, man. And the scriptures tell you that in Hosea chapter 1, man. I'm sorry, I want to say it's Hosea chapter 4. Hosea chapter 4, verse 1, it says, "Hear the word of the Lord, O ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood." Okay? So bloodshed upon bloodshed, man. You're going to see more of that in these different cities and towns all over the country, man. Okay? Especially in scenarios where the police department, you know, is just pretty much out of commission. All right? They're not on duty, man. Okay? In Matthew 24 and 12, it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Okay? All right, so because great wickedness is abounding, all right, people's hearts are less inclined to love one another, man. Okay, all right. When you walk in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and you keep His commandments, you're walking in the spirit of love, truly. Okay, and that spreads around. People follow that example. But when it's just iniquity, people don't got no standard. Okay, people don't respect each other. People don't care about each other. People care about themselves. All right, they lovers of themselves. Okay, what does that lead? A cold heartedness, man. Okay, people become more bloodthirsty, man. All right, and as you see the atmosphere in the world, all right, people are stressed out. You know, they're looking out for themselves, trying to look out for themselves more. People are on edge. You know, people don't talk to their family like that anymore. People don't have friends like that anymore. People don't even know how to socialize. Ever since the whole lockdowns happened, okay, people are stressed out. You know, yeah, you see that's the energy that's going on out there, man. Okay, so again, with situations where the cops are no longer on duty, okay, what you think is gonna happen? Okay, violence is gonna increase, man, and the scriptures tell you about that, man. The scriptures tell you in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter, "Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." Now we know, of course, that that's talking about ultimately the destruction that comes via World War III. Okay, the third woe. These nations are going to be fighting wars with one another, shooting missiles on each other, man. Okay, shooting missiles from Russia and Iran and China, the Eastern world, and even the EU nations are going to fire nukes to Babylon the Great in a violent uproar of a war to end all wars. Okay, but even leading up to that, it's going to be violence increasing. Okay, all right. Remember earlier this year, man, how many mass shootings it was, man. Okay, I forget the number, how many mass shootings it was in a very short space of time, man. Back in like April, March, just mass shootings back to back, back to back, back to back, man. Okay, all right, so you're gonna see more of that, man. All right, violence in the land. Okay, Jeremiah 51 and 46, it says, "Unless your heart faint and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land, a rumor shall come both come in 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler." Okay, so it's gonna be more violence. All right, and this already talks of a civil war, man. Okay, all right. Now, how that actually plays out, we don't know, but there's already talks of it, man. Okay, why? Because people are more polarized now than they've ever been. Okay, especially here in Babylon the Great than ever. Okay, all right. People get triggered over the smallest things, man. So if there's no law enforcement to mitigate the violence, all right, to put the fear and the respect of authority and the law of the land, so-called law of the land out there, what do you think that's going to lead to, man? People just not giving a damn. Okay, which means the bodies are going to hit the floor. All right, this is First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 1. It says, "But of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night." So we know, all right, what time we living in. All right, and we should know by now. Shit. Okay. All right, it's going down. All right. I mean, so much stuff has happened this year. Oh my gosh. Alone. And even going back to 2020 and 2019, so many things were happening. Man, I remember it was the wildfire in Australia, the wildfire in Brazil, the Amazon rainforest. Okay, it was all type of weather catastrophes taking place, all type of protests happening in 2019, man. Okay, I remember that, man. And then 2020 came, and all the craziness that happened. Then 2021 came, and all the craziness that happened in 2022. The year of Yahweh Shem Yahushua turning up, man. Okay, clearly, there's no disputing that. Okay, all right. So we know what time we living in. We know that the Lord is getting ready to come back as a thief in the night, man. All right, unto those who are not awoke yet, man. Unto those who are in darkness. That's how he's coming, man, as a thief in the night. But those of us who are of the day, we know what time we living in, man. Okay. Verse 3, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them." Right. People thought that things was going back to normal. Okay. People thought things was going back to normal. And even now, I can guarantee there's some idiots out there in this world that when they heard Biden say the pandemic is over, they took a very long awaited sigh of relief, and then you look up and Hurricane Ian is on the way. You know, Hurricane Fiona just finished doing damage, and you got news like this coming out, man. And I believe I saw a headline earlier today. The Fed is getting ready to spike up interest rates again. I want to hopefully I can find it. Okay, okay. Historic rate hikes mark the largest 6 month increase in 41 years. Okay, all right. So they're getting ready to raise up the interest rates again, man, which pretty much means that a recession, which I can even say a recession is on the way. It's guaranteed at this point. All right, really worse than a recession is on the way, man. Okay, so hey, everybody thought things was sweet, everything going back to normal. It's okay. Now look, man, sudden destruction cometh upon them, trouble and sorrow as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, man. Okay, Second Ezra chapter 15, verse. I'll just jump down to the point. It says, "Woe to the world," verse 14. "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power," man. Okay, so it's gonna be mass violence, mass sedition out here, man. People fighting and raging one against another, and they're not gonna care about the authorities, man. Okay, all right, and one of the reasons why is because guess what? Ain't gonna be no police. Okay, it's not gonna be no police like that. in certain areas, man, in certain cities, all right, in certain towns. So they're not gonna care. Okay, all right. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's why this question was asked by Broward County residents. What are we gonna do when we need them? Because guess what? Violence is coming, man. All right, a man shall not have pity upon his neighbor, man. People getting ready to break into each other's houses and businesses for what they got, man. And it's already happening. People are already stealing, man. Okay, robberies are already on the rise, man. Okay, people taking what's not theirs because they could barely make ends meet, man. And it's gonna get violent. So when there ain't no police, you can expect this scripture is gonna start taking a new meaning. Okay, all right. That's why the scriptures tell you, walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, for the days are evil, man. All right, we are here. This is not time to be playing around, man. Okay, all right. We gotta walk as though we know what's going on, what the Lord is doing in the earth, man. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect. Lord willing, this video is edifying. And hey, Kwame Ashwal in the Bible Ball. Shalom.